Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the company of Mavericks this morning. Our keynote speaker for the opening of the 2022 annual IC3 conference is literally a prodigy. Kalaimamani Anil Srinivasan is one of India's most renowned musicians, an acclaimed composer, performer, and collaborator. He is well known for contributing a new genre in Carnatic music, using the classical piano as a frame around the free-flowing Carnatic music.
With an MPhil from Columbia University and a strong background in cognitive neuroscience, Anil has spearheaded a revolution in creative intelligence through Rhapsody, founded by him in 2013, which is the first in-curriculum art integration and creative intelligence program for schools. He's an associate professor of practice at CREA University and handles courses on creativity, design thinking, and interdisciplinary arts.
Your introduction is not over yet, Anil. Give us a minute. Anil is an Aspen Global leader and has been involved in various community initiatives and active social work. He has received multiple awards, including the Sangeet Natak Academy Award, and the Tamil Nadu government recognized him with the Kalaimamani Award in 2019, which is the highest prize for the arts in Tamil Nadu. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome on stage that personality that personally inspires me. Please put your hands together for Mr. Anil Srinivasan.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my God, that's really bad. Good morning, everyone. Deaf needs to be louder than this. Good morning. Much better. Ganesh and I have the same hairstyle. The light tends to reflect off our heads. People in the back, I love you very, very much. Thank you so much. Okay, my objective over the next 20 minutes is not to talk to you about anything inspirational. Tichnathan has already been presented a lot. Aravinda De Silva is here. Oh my God. Okay. I had two announcements to make. I am not Aravinda De Silva. Second, but you can still take selfies with me. If you don't take selfies with me, I will stand next to him, pay me, and then take the selfie with him. Ever since I've been sitting next to him in the front row, there have been people literally coming and sitting on my lap and taking selfie with him. Did you hear that joke in the back or you did not? Thank you very much. Okay. All right. I am going to address this with great love. My objective over the next 17 minutes and 40 seconds is to ensure that you do not look at your phone. Front row, I'm looking at you. You know, I was telling people at breakfast this thing. All of us, the first thing in the morning, be absolutely truthful. We are not reaching for our spouse. We are not even reaching for spectacles, whatever, glass of water, nothing. You know what we reach for? Phone. I love my phone. And that WhatsApp forward, no, that you're looking at right now, shame on you. It can wait for lunch. You know, lunch, when you're having that conversation with two other schools, one of whom you don't like, and you're pretending to be nice to them, that time you can look at your phone. Anyway, I also want to confess that I've been trying to peek over my shoulder to see who Aravinda De Silva is WhatsApping. And he is telling the whole world, oh gosh, these people and their selfies. I'm just joking. Okay, many people here are my friends. Many people here are people I have worked with before. So I know you all know the drill. Don't give the game away. So literally put your phones away. I want the whole room to rub your hands together like this, okay? Hey, back people, I can see you, okay? Stop WhatsApping. Okay, put your hands out. I'm going to count to 3. On 3, you have to clap. 1. Kya yaar? Okay, 1, 2. I thought so. Okay? By the way, I do this with kindergarten kids, they get it right. Okay? Rub your hands together again. Hands apart. 1, 2, 3. Now remember the power of this. We're going to come back to this again. Now, how many people here like music? If you said no, shame on you. Okay? Unfortunately, that's the only thing I'm going to give you. Okay? Is the line in working? Noel? Everybody can hear? And still 6 people are WhatsApping their friends. Kya yaar ye WhatsApp? Okay, that was just to test whether you knew the song. Clearly you know the song. Okay, including those people who are looking at their neighbor and then clapping to it. See, I know we are all used to copying from other people. Don't do it even for this. Okay, so what is it that I've come here to talk about? And all of that. See, I like to put lovely pictures of brain. Like Ganesh puts Tichna Than, I put brain. Okay? Like Ganesh, we have very large brains, both of us. I'm going to talk to you about 3 powerful words. I really, really believe in the power of words. The first word is imagine. With all this WhatsApping, relentless cell phoning, social media, likes. By the way, we are cancelling Ranbir Kapoor right now. And all of this stuff, okay? I have to do this and everybody knows what I'm talking about. If I say cognitive neuroscience, you start looking at your phone. What is this? Fire, not the flower. Imagine. We've forgotten the power of imagination. I want this room, all 1,400 delegates, 93 countries, all of you with love, logistics, and flowers. For the next 21 days, I want you for the first 30 seconds of your day, without using the cell phone, I want you to do this exercise that I'm going to tell you to do now. And this requires 100% cooperation, which means that I want all the volunteers, Kritika, I'm looking at you, Jim, I'm looking at you, whoever is there at different parts of the room, I'm looking at you. We're all going to close our eyes for 30 seconds. 30 seconds only. And for that 30 seconds, okay, I'm going to give you a simple trick for imagination. It's easy for me, it works. I want you to imagine a favorite piece of music. Okay? It can be a song, it can be something you heard on the radio this morning, it can be Ed Sheeran, it can be anything, but I want you to imagine that song. On the count of 3, close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Please do not look at your neighbor for this also. Okay. For the next 30 seconds, I want you to imagine a song that you like. It's your favorite song. Some of you are running through the playlist of many songs and you're coming to this song. Now I am pressing play. I'm reaching out into your brain and I'm pressing play and the song is playing in your head. Oh, this is beautiful. This is so gorgeous. And you're enjoying this song and you're moving to this song. Now I'm going to count back from 10. When I say 1, open your eyes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, oh wow, 4, 3, 2, open your eyes. I'm going to show you some movements that I saw around this room. You don't even realize you're doing this. Ganesh was sitting right there and doing this. Okay? It was beautiful. There's one of the school principals I know very well who's always treated me like I'm her most ill-behaved child, who was actually dancing today. You know who you are. Okay? I saw many people in the back actually moving and shaking. It was such a powerful exercise, and I did not play music. Many of you I know are struggling to find the music to play in your head. So this time we're going to do this exercise. Close your eyes, but I'm going to allow you to imagine, and I'm going to play music, and I'm going to let you to imagine whatever you want to imagine when I'm playing this music. Okay? Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes now. Helped? Everybody's feeling a little better? Little? Lots? Okay, we still have to work on these people in the back. Kuch na kuch ho raha hai wahan pe. Are they serving secret samosas? Okay. All right. The first word is imagine. We have to revisit our imagination. Okay. What futures are we imagining for ourselves? What futures, therefore, are we imagining for the kids that we counsel, that we lead? In all this chakkar that we are doing, daily emails, daily WhatsApps, looking at instructions, there are people I know who will only do what ma'am tells them to do, what sir tells them to do, right? We have forgotten the power that when we were 6 or when we were 10 or when we were 12, we had this power to imagine, ek din main ye ban jaunga, ek din I will do this, I will do this. Where are we imagining? So for the next 21 days to crack a habit, I want you in the morning, instead of using your phone, to imagine either music, I've given you music, but you can imagine whatever you like, you can imagine food if you want to, but put yourself in a wonderful imaginative state first thing in the morning. I want a show of hands on how many people will promise to do this, please, okay? At least 90% of the room, okay? Which means that at least you want to pretend to do this with me, okay? So sometimes I play these things, otherwise you won't believe that I went to Columbia University and I studied, no? You'll think, koi stand-up comedian aaya, thoda ganja wala. Sorry, there are 93 countries. You'll think the stand-up comic was a little bald in the head, okay? You know, it's because of the power of music, and I keep talking about the power of music. So music affects all these different things, okay? It affects all these different parts of the human brain. There is research to show that when a sentence, instead of being said, is sung, it is affecting 10,000 times the number of brain cells. That is why we are moving and doing all these things, right? Music puts us in a good state. But it took the power of imagination for some of the greatest of our composers, the greatest of our... Okay, let me see. What song am I playing? Say it out loud. Say it out loud. I wanted people to say Battamis out loud this morning. Okay? I can show you theories in thermodynamics. I can show you theories in cognitive neuroscience. I can show you theories in Kepler's laws of interplanetary motion. You won't remember these things, but Battamis dil we all remember. This is what this graph is trying to tell you, that it registers in your mind. No, isliye nahi, because my son, he keeps playing it all the time. No. It's not because of that. It's because music physiologically affects you like that, which is why we remember it. But the imagination of all those composers, all those thought leaders, composers are thought leaders, to be able to create this for us, to create this world for us to live in, would not have happened if they were reaching for their cell phones first thing in the morning. Okay? Thank God in this world we have people with imagination. Thank God that the imaginators are creating alternative worlds, alternative realities, alternative movements like IC3, and alternative universities, alternative spaces for us to live in. Because if everybody was reaching out for their cell phones and forwarding Srivalli memes in the morning, we would not have this wonderful world that we live in. I promise you this. Noel, something's going wrong with my keyboard. Okay? It's not playing the way I want it to. I don't know why. It's fine now? Okay. Again, for those who've already heard this example before, I don't care. I'm still going to play it. You can reply the next line. Fantastic. You are all qualified to be counselors. Now, this composition was done with this little boy, done by this little boy with imagination. His name was Mozart. Some of you have heard me talk about it before. Mozart was 12 years old, yeah. And he got up one fine day, went to a competition in those days. It was not really a competition. And his father was his guru and his mentor and asked him to do something which was interesting, which was going to be judged, etc. And he was supposed to compose this masterpiece, and this child comes up with Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Of course, it was not called that. For those of you who speak French, it is Ah, vous dirigez, Mama, and not Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Oh, I'm not salivating enough for French this morning. And this tune, not only did he compose this tune, he composed 32 variations on this tune, 44 minutes. He was very mindful of time, right? A variation is like this. You're clapping for a 12-year-old boy, not for me, okay? By the way, Twinkle Twinkle is one of those songs which is in the language of technology, right? We would call open source code, meaning it's a sequence of notes done in frequencies. When I teach it in class, I actually do it with using frequency graphs. It's a specific set of frequencies written in such a way, okay, that you can combine and play it with anything in the world. That is what this little boy has created, okay? So we're going to create an anthem in this room with 5-6 songs that people can call out, especially for my dear friends in the back, okay? Back. It's lovely when I see your hands like that. They look like the flowers that Ganesh is talking about. So 5-6 songs, quickly. People call out, shout out to me. Songs that you like. Perfect. Then. Yeah, I'm only hearing the front row. Somebody from the back nicely, loudly shout. Srivalli, somebody wants? How many people want Srivalli? How many people want Ooh Antava? Sorry? Kabhi Kabhi. Love You Zindagi. Okay, then? Okay, I'm just going to make up my own because in any case I can't hear much. So some of it I heard, some of it I will do. You all enjoy the song, no? Just because principal ma'am is sitting next to you, don't clap like this. Okay? Somebody said something else. Perfect, which is. You mean the Ed Sheeran perfect, right? So like this, it can combine and play, but it is all to do with imagination. Imagine a 12-year-old boy being able to do this in just 45 minutes, compose something that became open source architecture. And this was composed in 1768. And in 2022, all of us across 93 countries know the tune, know the song, and are able to understand this. That is the power of imagination. Where have we lost the power of imagination? Has social media taken over? The next word I have for you is aspire. It's not enough to just keep dreaming, no? You have to actually then start working towards something, right? Aspiration. I will do it fast and I will end in 4 minutes, right? An aspiration requires you to actually act on your imagination and do something about it, okay? So I'm going to quickly tell you that last year in June, I almost died, okay? And it was not COVID, it was something else. At that time, I was treated by 2 doctors. One was this really nice, wonderful, warm person who would come in every morning, tell me everything's going to be fine. And then in the evening, pardon my bad language, was a jerk who would come in the evening, hyper important, very pompous person. He'd come and look at my charts and says, "Oh, Mr. Srinivasan, you're not going to make it. Oh, Mr. Srinivasan, this is looking really bad. We have to refer him to something else." The guy who came in the morning was local educated, Madras Medical College. Very lovely man, nice guy. He would play for me Sun TV. The guy who came in the evening was Edinburgh, and he had gotten his FRCS. And I was telling my wife that imagine if we gave access, that word access, to this Madras Medical College guy sitting in Madras to be able to access this Edinburgh course, we would have this perfect doctor, right? And therefore, in the ICU, on the day that I almost died, I created the next idea, because like Ganesh, I work on ideas, where we said we will start creating a platform where we will put together the imagination of all the top creative people in the world from different universities, different ideas, and make them directly speak to school students in this part of the world, whether they're in Nagpur, or they're in Nagarhole, or they're in Mumbai, or they're in Chennai, or wherever they are. We must make these children from 8th grade attend these imaginative people from where they are, and that is how I created the next venture. So imagination turned into aspiration. I'm going to quickly show off the work that I do. Actually, let me not show off the work that I do. I'm already showing off my music, okay? We created Crew, and Crew works with now 27,000 students. You'll find us all over the conference. Come and talk to us about it. This I'm going to spend just 2 minutes on because this is very important, okay? Manifestation. Okay? Manifestation is that once I have done my imagination and I've done my aspiration, how do I manifest that reality? How do I make this come together? I'm going to talk to you about Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein, have you all heard of Albert Einstein? Yes? He's as famous as Arvinda de Silva. Published the theory of relativity, 5th of June, 1905. I've said this before. From 5th of May to 5th of June, he had dreams. And he kept journals of these dreams. He was manifesting his imagination. Okay? Every single dream, he dreamt about time. For example, in one dream, he thinks about time being a circular concept, which means that we're all stuck in a time loop and doing the same thing over and over again. In another time loop, he imagines that people move at different speeds at different orders of the day, and so on and so forth. And the last dream he has, he dreams of a musician like me, not me. And in that dream, he thinks of this composer called Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, and he thinks of this particular idea called two-part inventions or two-part harmony. It goes like this. Watch my hands very carefully. It's one tune. Same tune if I played it in the right with the left hand. Wow, he can use both hands. So if you play it together, nothing great about that. Most pianists can play that. But what Bach does, he does a concept called relative time. Okay? The tune starts in the right hand, but after a small gap, in Tamil we call it cycle gap. Okay? After a small gap, he plays the same thing in the left hand. Now, how will that sound? Which means right hand finished earlier than left. I'll play it one more time. You'll see me taking my right hand off first. Okay? So, and Bach not only composed one or two pieces like that, that genius that he was, he's composed 48 pieces in every single key, major and minor. Okay? This is what people with imagination do. Okay? And these two-part inventions, Einstein thinks of on the 4th of June, 1905. And the next day, it locks into place for him this idea that you can have two sets of movements at the same speed, same volition, but due to two different reference points, move at different ideas relative to one another, submits the paper, and dedicates it to Johann Sebastian Bach. Right? The power, clap, clap. The power is how these fields talk to one another. In order to manifest your reality, what actions will you take? Right? Imagine, aspire, manifest. Imagine, 21-day promise. Let me see how many people are still promising. Some hands have come down already. You know why? Because they're typing as they're putting their hands up. Shameless. The second word is aspire. You can't just stop there, no? You have to actually start making a plan towards achieving that. And the last part, start talking to people. Forget your devices. Forget technology for a second. Actually start connecting with the person sitting next to you. The person sitting next to you is actually going to help you manifest your reality. I promise you this. Because you don't know who they know. You don't know who they know. They don't know who they know in turn. And that circle of love is going to come back and help you manifest your reality as long as you can look into the eyes of the person you're talking to and be able to connect. I'm almost done, right? I'm going to make you do this. Okay? But before I do that, I need to play something for you. What are the three words I said? Imagine, aspire, manifest. And it becomes I am. I am. And whenever we use the word I am, we become that thing. No, when you say I am angry, we become angry. Right? If I say I am Arvinda, I become Arvinda. But if I say I am hungry, then your mind automatically starts following that signal. So I want everybody here to repeat after me. I am phenomenal. Don't say phenomenal. Okay? I am phenomenal. I am phenomenal. Excellent. Will you all remember this? So imagination, aspiration, and manifestation. It's the absolute cycle of making your dreams come true. Okay? I just want to quickly mention a couple of things. So I mentioned that we're working. So me and my friends, Kala is right here. You can, Bhakti has been very, very helpful to me wherever she is. Where's Bhakti? Queen Bhakti. Okay. Akshay, if you're there somewhere in the audience, he's right at the back. These are people helping me get all these school students across India, Sri Lanka, the entire region to start accessing the top creative minds. Okay? Please find them and talk to them because they will tell you how we are doing imagination, aspiration, and manifestation for thousands and thousands of students. They're going to talk to you about it and how we're using creativity for that. It's a very interesting project. But I want us all to... Music? Can I end with music? Will you all clap along with the music? Sing also if you like, no? So very quickly, I'm going to do 3 tunes, exactly 15 seconds. I'm going to see whether you keep pace with what I'm doing or you're still WhatsApping. So let's stop with this hand rub. Little cold. Hands apart. I'm going to say 3 on 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. A family that claps together stays together. And a family that stays together will change the world. Okay? Thank you very much.